Hi everyone, I'm Hia the Bard. My pronouns are they, them, and welcome to my channel. I just had a shower, so my hair is a little bit wet. I wanted to talk to you all about what this video is about, which is the 24-hour writing challenge. This is the second annual 24-hour writing challenge. I'm really excited about this weekend and the 24-hour writing challenge. I discuss a bit of what I'm writing, what the backstory is about, and I hope you enjoy the video. So here we go. It is June 17th to 19th in your own time zone, and you can split it up 3 different ways. The first way is you write 24 hours straight. The second way is you split that 24 hours up between 2 days. And the third way is that you split that 24 hours up into 8-hour chunks for 3 days. So what is the 24-hour writing challenge, I hear you ask? That's a great question. Let's get into it. So why try the 24-hour writing challenge? If you like a challenge, and this is a good excuse to finally start the project you've been meaning to, and just to have a little fun. This is a challenge born out of spite to prove you can do it because others said you can't, which is honestly my favorite reason for writing. I mean, I do love writing and it genuinely brings me joy, but there's just something about that, like, just to spite people who said that I couldn't do it, that I love. The third reason is a fun way to learn a new thing about your own writing habits. Pros and cons, words. Even if you don't manage to hit 50,000 words, the goal, it's very least you'll have more in your work in progress than when you started. Bragging rights. Tell all your friends and family how amazing and rad and fun you are when you're doing the impossible challenge of 24 hours writing. Puppies in the room. Hi, Ivory. Oh my god, girl. Okay. Hard yakka. 50k in 24 hours is no joke. It's a hard task to accomplish, no matter how you take it. And it's not for everyone. So that's a con. And then time intensity. Like the name of the game suggests, the main cost of this challenge is time, and that can be the hardest part for some people, which is very true. Additionally, keep in mind, not everyone is lucky enough to be able to dedicate a whole day to writing. That could be because of physical, mental limitations, or external commitments and boundaries. Don't push yourself. You don't need to go past your breaking point. And for a silly contest challenge, it needs to be you need to have a hard tap out. It isn't something suitable for you, that's totally fine. It's not an elite club. Anyone can try it. And people, don't shame others. If people lose, like, don't be like, oh, I won, you didn't, whatever. Like, no one's lesser than anyone else. Everyone can join. No one is doing the exact same thing. Everyone has their own process, and things can be hard for people. That is basically the whole thing that I have on here. That's the commentary that I have found on Twitter and through Kate Kavanaugh Writes. You can follow her channel down below. Yeah, so that's this weekend. It is the 17th, 18th, and 19th. Today's the 15th, so it will start on Saturday and go through to Monday, depending what everyone's limitations are, what they're doing for their challenge, all of that fun stuff. I'm super excited to do this, and also a little bit crazy because I feel like I haven't planned enough. With that in mind, let's go my notebook. I love this notebook. My friend got it for me for a Christmas present one year, and I haven't completely filled it up, even though it's been like a year and a half since I've gotten it, mostly because I wrote in half of it for NaNoWriMo, and then I ripped out a whole bunch of pages, and then I'm writing in it for this contest and for Camp Nano Part 2. I don't know what to call it. Okay, so let's get a synopsis of what this story is about. A world at war. We follow the politics and a man who is forced to confront what he will do to fit in and what he believes in on a journey of self-acceptance. That's the basic things. I have some trigger warnings about it. War, violence, sexual violence, hostility towards minorities, political ideology, and blood and swearing. Those are my main trigger warnings. So it's kind of a mix of modern day politics and a more like World War II setting. It's in a fantasy world, it is not our world. The countries are Zafira, Nosha, Esteri, Etros, Ashuri, Ashiri, and Ishiri, two totally different countries, I promise. Aliana, Thuistan, Puna, Frazakistan, and the Spa Republic. Spay Republic. SPAII Republic. I'm never going to get the names of my countries right ever. So it will primarily take place in, there's going to be a lot of like news article kind of headings, and then there's going to be stuff that is from like the main character's point of view. I want it to be a first person point of view. I have the main countries at war. So this is going to sound a little bit like World War II in the background that I have, because I did base some of it off of that. So Zafira politics have elected Victor Dracus as president in this day and age when tension is high after the assassination of Prince Wester of Zafira, the last remaining royal in the country. With this election, Dracus uses his power to declare war on homosexuals, transsexuals, and the Imps, a race of people, as enemy number one of the country, and placing any and all of these people in concentration camps. Dracus then uses a formal conscription to bulk up the military before declaring war on their neighboring countries of Nosha and Ashiri. Zephyra quickly takes over control of Ashiri as several other countries take sides on the conflict, notably Ashiri, Illyriana, Etros, and the ally side with Nosha, and on the rebel side of it being Zephyra, Tulistan, Puna, Frizikistan, and the Spa Republic, this creating a world war event. Nosha was a seaside country with a peaceful and somewhat lazy atmosphere. People of Nosha were hardworking, and the lazy reputation mostly came from people on holiday either in the mountains or along the beachfront. A large country bordering the smaller country of Zephyra, there were hostilities between the two nations for generations due to land disputes and large populations of Nosha people, where religious sects called Servants of the Clay. Due to these religious tensions, Prince Wester was on vacation in Nosha and died, and this triggered the war. It's speculated that Prince Wester was assassinated, and depending on who you ask, it's either by his own government as a reason to start the war, or it was an assassination by the Nosha government who saw the prince presenting a threat. However, people who were servants to the prince knew him to be ill and was on vacation for the clean air. Ishari was the nation to the west of Zafira and northern of Nosha. They had no real ties to Zafira. The political alliances with Nashira was strong, and there were rumors of Princess of Nosha, Emerith, and Princess of Ashiri, Edirhin, being romantically involved. When Nashira was invaded by Zephyra, Ashiri was the first to offer aid to their allies. Thus, war spread to Ashiri borders. And then I have a little song here that is for like Ashiri and what their kind of anthem is, that is probably gonna play not a part, but like it's going to happen in the book, I think. And I'm very excited for it. And then I talk about the magic systems. There's like ether. It's a mineral that emits light. There's spells and charms with magic to help or hinder people, either on the battlefield or in research, such things as that. And then the magic type is viewed as like mystic, enchanting, and utility energy. This is why you might manifest and capture energy to use is a finite and dependent on the amount you have stored. There are ways in which you store energy for later use as well as to regain energy. However, it is rare to see someone with a large amount stored, but the more you use, the more energy you can store later. So basically you use magic you deplete your magic to gain more magic. So this energy is kind of like mana in typical like RPG fashion. And then there's a technology side to it because I call this a magi-tech novel. So the technology side of it is like automaton and golems, like animated technology that can either be made with magic or machinery or a combination of the two. There's clockwork machinery. This machinery includes clocks, automaton, body enhancements such as clockwork hearts, prosthetics, and they were developed in Zephyr. Flying machines, these are rare contraptions, have been used in the past 10 years, mostly privately through people around the globe known to them. And then there's ray guns, energy weapons that shoot either at people essentially. And then I have a map, my beautiful map that I came up with. I'm super excited for this if you can't tell. Okay, so races, the Imps, they're like, they have flat noses, they're upturned flat noses, long cow-like ears, large eyes, soft fuzzy downy fur across their bodies. There's the Ashiram, which are dark gray, blue skinned, black eyed, no irises, dark hair. There's the Prisms, which is skin tones of various gemstone shades, horns, cloven hoof feet. Well, a small subset of them have cloven feet, not all of them. Elementals, which are earthy skin tones, sometimes cracked skin or gemstones growing from their bodies. Others with hair like flames or water, each one of their own elemental ability. Fae people, people with wings or animalistic features, and then humans who are humans. They're humans. They have skin tones of pale or dark what is it called? Melanin, that's it. Short, medium sizes, no spectacular traits. Yeah, so those are my main things. And then I have my character, Alid, who the story follows Alid as he deals with war, grief, identity, doing the right thing. His occupation before the war was kind of like a medical assistant. He wasn't a doctor, he was just kind of an assistant. And then during the war, he is a spy. So that's the book. I hope that gives you enough to take in and that you know what's gonna happen. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I have some questions for you if you'd like to answer them. If you're participating, what are you writing? How are you writing? In 24 hours? In 12 hours by 2 days? Or 3 days, 8 hours a day? What are you most excited for? What are you most anxious about? These are my burning questions. All the links will be in the description down below, as well as my questions. You'll also find links to my books. They're all in the link tree. If you'd like to buy beta reading services, then that's also there. And hey, did you know that The Lost Mage Princess is now out in paperback on Barnes & Noble? That link will also be down below. I've been here, the Bard. My pronouns are they, them, and thanks for watching.